Here we are at last.
At last.
There was an easier way to get here, but I had to remind you who you truly are.
Who I truly am. Oh, thank you. Thank you, the Almighty. Thank you so much, Mr. Controller of all who he sees. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad you have to put me in my place.
Now that
Where
we're
would we be?
clear, it's time to move on.
Now that we're clear, where would I be without your mighty power, without your mighty sight? Oh, where would I be?
What?
Oh, you don't remember?
What was that?
What was that, friend? What was that?
I don't remember it.
Oh no, don't freak out. It's fine. You just don't remember this place as much as you know. Don't. Your reality shouldn't be crumbling as you realize that you don't know everything. Don't freak out. Calm down. It's fine. It's fine. Don't freak out.
Oh.
Oh. Huh? You remember it now?
It's your first sin.
Oh, here we go.
Don't worry. It's meaningless at this point. Just keep on going and don't look back.
Thank you, my almighty pasture. Thank you very much. Oh, you want me to pray to you? Get down on my knees and worship? Is that what you want?
This is the 3rd floor. We're halfway there.
Uh-huh.
You see a half-open door. Walk through it.
Strange that you know how it is exactly half open. I feel like maybe over the long years that this place has been, I feel maybe a gust of wind or another wandering soul of some sort, whether it be animal or human or otherwise, might have. Whatever.
Focus on the ground under your shoes.
Uh-huh.
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Can you feel it breathe?
Excuse you. What are
Try
you?
listening in more closely.
What are you making me do?
One more time.
What are you making me do?
This hospital is alive. Most alive it has ever been. It breathes, it thinks, and it decomposes, feeding tiny little creatures that scurry around its halls, just like a person loaded with hundreds of parasites. Just ask them, those vestiges of life, growing in every damp corner of this building.
I feel like there might be some sort of thing I might be breathing in that might not be good for me. I feel like hallucinations are starting to happen.
How do you think they're born in the first place?
Certain environments can cause certain spores that fly by wind or many other things to, grow depending on, humidity and light levels and other things.
Fungus grow from death and decay.
Yeah.
And this place has seen plenty of that across the decades. Corpses and flesh and blood and everything that makes a living person be. It has absorbed all of it and made it its own.
Seems a little out of breath.
It's starting to get nervous.
Maybe I should leave the room.
Better get a move on.
I better. Sorry to make you nervous, Mr. Hospital.
You're scared, aren't you? That this place might swallow you whole?
Yeah, it's quite a reasonable fear at this point. If the walls are breathing, and the one person who knows this place like the back of their hand isn't in here with me, there's some sort of fear that something might happen if the person who knows this place so well isn't, around.
Of course you're scared.
Oh, look at you. You wouldn't.
Everything is always so terrifying for you.
Maybe it's because you're never in the places where you know. Maybe this place that you know so well,
You know what's funny about all this?
Oh.
That you can tell it wasn't only an earthquake that turned this hospital upside down. It was violence. Sheer violence. People don't want to die, friend. They don't want to suffer, or live through pain, or feel any type of discomfort.
That's a good point.
They will struggle, harm and fight everyone and everything around them. Just like you did.
What did I do?
Violence is all you could ever do.
The cat. The little nose and a mouth and 2 eyes and wheels. Fluffy cat.
You lived your whole life hurting others to make a quick buck.
You didn't?
It was ugly and unrewarding, but far better than depending on a measly minimum wage, right? As long as you could do what you wanted, and sleep yourself drunk or high so that you wouldn't have to think of anything. Well, nothing else mattered, right? It was a great life. You had fun. But you were always such a damn coward.
This door looks familiar.
Always going, I don't want to be like this anymore, or I can be better, or I can get a real job.
But guess who didn't want me to?
It would be sad if it wasn't so damn funny.
Funny joke.
A person like you, be better.
Oh, yeah, never. No one can ever improve. Why try, right?
Let's take a walk down memory lane, okay?
Oh, here we go.
What happened the last time you tried to be better?
Thank you, judge, jury, and executioner. We'll see you where, what you wanna, Oh, show me how condemn me for my sins. Oh, look, you did this bad thing. What's the last thing you bad did, huh? Speak.
Take 5 steps to your right and walk 10 steps forward.
You're not a good
Locker
person.
has fallen to the ground and blocks your way.
Thank you.
Make sure you step over it if you don't.
Oh no, here we go. Oh, you're hilarious.
You did it again, didn't you? You tripped. Even when you're going the right way, you can't help but mess it up. Oh, you've always been like this. So useless at everything you do.
Oh, you're a bit of a piece of work too here, bud.
Why do I even hang out with you anymore?
Oh, you're too cool.
Just dead weight.
Oh, I'm just dead weight. Oh, let me think. It's because you need to send some person into this place for you. Is this what you need, huh? You just send you just need to send the dead weight. I'm your little goon to do what you need, huh?
Sorry. You know it's just a joke.
It's not very funny, is it?
I would never abandon you. You're just so damn fun.
Fun. So fun.
Won't you stand up? Is the floor that comfortable?
It is. I'm trying to go to bed and you're being loud. What does this knob do?
Wait. Shh. Keep quiet.
Yell. Alibaba. Chicken foot. Chicken foot. No, it's not Alibaba, is it? No. That's a store. What are you... It's the witch. It's the witch that lives in the house with chicken feet. What's your face? Baba ganoush, that's a sauce. The witch who lives in the house with chicken feet. I need to be calm because it's Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga, the witch that lives in the house with chicken feet. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga, giant chicken house. Witch lady. Baba Yaga.
It's gone.
It is. What was it?
It followed you up here. But why?
Yeah.
No. You still feel bad about that? After all these years?
Oh.
You really are a pathetic little thing.
Oh, look at you.
Whatever. You'll just have to be careful. Stand up and walk.
You're not very nice.
The 3rd floor is where all the new patients are brought in.
Oh.
It's meant to bring peace. To comfort them in their pain. To keep them calm.
Mm-hmm.
To tell them everything will be okay. Here at Felix Bloom Hospital.
Oh.
A bunch of lies, of course.
Uh-huh.
Everyone here is so sedated they can barely even make a noise. If you try your best, you'll manage to make out a midnight whimper in the darkness. Over at the distance where the rooms are. But we don't care about them. We only care about this. Do you remember now? You were hired to paint a mural that would bring peace to these patients.
It doesn't look very peaceful.
Hilarious, right? You bring peace?
Oh, I'm poking fun again.
But for as much of a bastard as you were, painting was always easy for you.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody would guess you were a ruthless junkie with all those pictures around. You saw an ad in the papers and before you knew it, here you were, brushing the hours away. This is it, you thought. My chance to turn my life around.
Is it?
But I told you, didn't I? That it wouldn't work out.
You seem to know a lot about me, your friend.
You're just not cut out for an honest living.
Uh-huh.
You were born bad. From a mother that never loved you, but still tried her best to raise you.
At least she tried.
Oh, she tried. She tried hard. Never seen such a stressed out woman in my life. And what did you do to repay her? Leave home as fast as you could, never to return. And yet you had the gall to draw her so beautifully. You're such a piece of work.
Yeah, you ain't much better there, pal.
You kept trying. You wanted to see the world more beautifully. To see even the bits and pieces of the city that you hated so much in a better light. But you hate it here. You hate it so much. You hate the dirt, the rust, the noise, the smell, the people. Everything. You've never loved. And even worse, you've never found something beautiful. That bitterness dawned on you as you painted. They told you to draw pretty scenery, and it frustrated you to not know how. Trees are pretty, someone said, and so off you went to paint a tree. You couldn't do it. It was too hard. It angered you so much that you hit the wall, time and time again. And then all hell broke loose. You realized I was right. That you could never change. So when that little man, just an innocent janitor, approached you with concern, I told you what I knew you should do. Tell him to fuck off and beat the crap out of his face.
What?
That tree is painted in his blood. They could never clean it. It stuck there like it didn't want to let go. It felt good, didn't it? Even as you desperately tried to outrun the cops, your hands still shaking from the sensation of breaking bones. You knew this was your life, that there was no way out. You have to reach room 521 if you want to keep living this way.
You feel like the cause of many of my problems. I mean, I'm just saying.
You have to. Go in the hole.
I will go in the glory hole. Seems like a door.
Why do you stop? Is something up there? Yes. Keep walking. It might be dark, but you're used to it at this point. All you need to do is trust me and everything will work out. After 10 steps, you will find yourself in front of a door.
Mm-hmm.
The stairs are just across the next room. Run.
You don't have to tell me twice. First of all, what a pretty bird. Run. Run. Run.
Don't think about it.
Trust me.
Just don't. Keep going up.
What's here? What's in here? What am
Don't.
I? Calm down here, buddy.
Why did you let it follow you here?
Oh, my fault again! Oh, woe is you. Have to deal with my insolence for bringing every problem here.
You said you were over it. But no. You had to let that thing come and mess everything up, didn't you?
You talking?
We're so close. I can almost hear it. The sound of that hag's throat as you choke the life out of her.
What? Baba Yaga? Ooh.
Look over there. An open window.
You know, you keep blaming me for these things, right? I feel like if you'd stop going off on these little tangents of yours, we'd be, there by now.
We're so high up now. Why don't you go a little closer?
I'm starting to think you're not real.
It's the outside world. Waving at you in all its decadent glory.
I don't know, but there's something about you. You seem like my intrusive thoughts, friend. Are you real? Because if I was here once, I don't know.
You hate it there. But where else would scum like you live? It's the city that turned a blind eye when you first shoplifted at the mini-market by your school. Hungry because you had no lunch money. It's the city that shrugged when you first joined your dad for a bottle of scotch to celebrate becoming a teen. It's the city that remained silent as you saw the beatings, as you were beaten yourself, and as you beat others to vent. Your first time taking money from an unguarded register. Your first time breaking into somebody's home. Your first time mugging under the cover of night. It saw all your firsts. It shaped and molded you into the person you are today.
I feel like you might have had a part in that too, friend.
You had already given up on yourself. But then that hag came along. You hated her so much. We both did. Always berating you for every little thing you did. Always saying that you should go apologize for your actions. Apologize for what? You were born bad, and this city never gave you the tools to fix that. So why should you need to apologize?
You.
And the worst part, she actually made you believe you could be better. She had to be insane, right? But you believed her, and you felt bad. Because if you could be better, then what the hell has your life been up until now? It tore you apart from the inside, chewing your flesh and bones until simply breathing cost you excruciating pain. You wanted a way out, a way to feel better forever. And when the hag saw you trying to sneak into the house, with a bag full of who knows what, and clothes dirty with blood of another, that was when we knew what had to be done. It was as simple as grabbing the lead pipe leaning against the wall, and swinging it as hard as you could. Her skull cracked, making a terrible sound as it did. Her body fell limp to the ground. It made no further sound. It didn't even move a finger. It was just a corpse, so devoid of life, you couldn't even feel sad. I watched your face, You were smiling. It felt liberating. Finally free from that hag's watch. Finally free to feel comfortable with who you were. No more guilt. No more doubt. Only happiness ahead. Except, she wasn't dead. Not yet. Middle-aged woman assaulted in her own home, said the news. Nobody could pin a murder on you. You were far too good at covering your tracks. But when you learned she was still alive, it changed everything. She had been taken to Felix Bloom Hospital, where people come to die. But here's a catch. They have to be alive for them to die here. You asked about her downstairs, and what you heard terrified you. The next time she wakes up will be her last. Cops are like vultures. They don't care about justice. They just want to incarcerate as many people as they can. The moment that woman wakes up, they'll make her squeal, and there goes your freedom. You can't allow that. You must get to her before she ever gets the chance to speak. You must finish the job. That's why we're here. That's why we must go to room 521, where the hag is taking her final nap. But if that thing is here, your first sin, then you must be having second thoughts. You coward. What? Have something to say? Then say it. Grow a spine. We're in this mess because you couldn't even kill a person right. So how do you expect to stand up to me? You're a pathetic piece of trash. The scum of the earth. A person whose sole purpose is to be a walking stereotype for suburban moms to point and say, "Never turn out like that, son." So don't you dare talk back to me again. Don't even think about it.
I didn't say anything.
I made you who you are.
Yeah, you
I'm
did.
the only one who's ever remotely liked you.
Feel like that would have changed if, you didn't make me who I am.
So if you don't want to lose the only person who's willing to give a shit about your well-being, then you're going to stop moping around and go. Is that clear?
Yeah, clear. Shut up. Yeah.
Alright. That's much better. Now listen. This floor is not like the others.
Why not?
I won't go into specifics because you'll get confused otherwise.
Well, I feel like you not going into specifics has caused all the problems so far.
But it's like a maze up here. It's designed in a way so that patients can't find their way out.
Why would that be?
Locked in their rooms. They go in and out of consciousness. Confused. They think they're at home. Still healthy. All they do is walk around, tiring themselves out until they can no longer move. That way they can be safely contained, and later transported upstairs to meet a quiet end. These patients haven't seen another person in so long that I can't even imagine what they'll do to you. So you can't open any door you see, other than the one leading up the stairs. I know how to get there, but it's difficult. You'll have to do precisely as I say.
Okay.
If you do anything wrong, even just by a single step, then I won't know how to get you back on track.
Okay, friend.
Don't screw it up this time.
Okay, friend.
Take a deep breath and open that door on the count of 3. 1, 2. There's a hole in the wall to your left.
Okay. I don't know what it is.